At Arkansas High for a good matchup tonight. First game of the season for the Arkansas Razorbacks coming up against the Horatio Lions today. Got my main man Zach Doty in the booth with me tonight. How you feeling about the game today?
I'm very excited to kick off to Arkansas baseball. They start a week later than Texas, but I mean, still exciting in its own right, getting to come out and witness opening day a second time. And it makes it even more interesting because tomorrow they start district play here in Arkansas, adding Benton into their district, and so makes things a little bit more interesting. And so we're kind of going to see a little bit less out of their pitchers here tonight to kind of save that for their district matchup tomorrow.
Most definitely. I got a chance to talk to Coach Engstrom, the assistant coach over here, one of the assistant coaches over here, along with Coach Wilson. And they both told us the pitch counts will be a big factor tonight due to their district starting a day after opening day, or the conference is what they say over in Arkansas. So conference starting tomorrow for the Razorbacks, but tonight they're looking to see a good game out of their team. They're seeing a lot of different arms on the mound tonight, but Coach told us the most thing he's looking to see is the lineup. The lineup can produce runs early and get them a win in this first ball game.
Yeah, and tonight we're going to start off by seeing Nate Wall on the mound. Coming into here for Arkansas High, we saw him as the starting quarterback this season, put up some incredible numbers on the field, on the football field. So we look forward to seeing what he can do here tonight.
Exactly. One of the best things about working for Texarkana Game Day and just being around the athletes here is there's a lot of two-sport athletes. We get to see these guys in multiple fields. But we've got the lineups in, and the lineup for Horatio coming up first as they are the visiting team. Starting it off is going to be number 5, the shortstop, Brayson Scarborough, followed up by number 7, Trey Smith. He's going to be out in center field for you tonight. Case Davis is first baseman. Tucker Emerson playing second. Braden Scarborough on the bump. Rylan Pickett, third base. Grayson Wright, catcher. Casey Lyon in left. And Riley Williams out in right field for the Lions tonight. Haven't gotten to see either one of these teams as this is opening day, so what are you looking forward to seeing tonight, Doty?
I'm really just hoping not to get the Scarboroughs confused in Horatio. This is it's gonna be a little bit confusing. Only a one-letter difference in their names, and I just already know that it's gonna mess me up. But I'm looking forward to just kind of seeing what this Arkansas team has. We've heard a lot of hype around them. Some big names on the team. Getting Nate Wall to come in and be a big productive guy on this team as well. I'm excited to see what they have in store for us.
Exactly, me too. Obviously, we know Ty Wade's on the team, signed with the University of Arkansas. Luke Paxton out in center field, about to sign with the University of Arkansas at Little Rock. So they've got a couple of stars on this team, and we've seen that all around the area.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'll be fun for sure.
No, Nate Wall takes the mound. He's going to throw the first pitch of the game right here. First pitch of the Razorback season is a little high. Counts 1-0. Brayson Scarborough. Swing and a miss. 1-1 count. Nate Wall doing a great job of getting right back in there.
Yeah, good job getting it right past him.
That was going to catch Scarborough on the arm guard. And we're going to have a man on first, nobody out. Scarborough being the shortstop of this team, you may see a little movement here early in the season. We're going to get to check out the arm of Scott Trimble. We're going to have a runner on the move. Foul ball.
One approach. We'll see if Scarborough goes again.
We got Trey Smith up at bat right here, center fielder for the Lions.
And he does.
That ball going straight to second base. Had trouble getting it. Going to get 1 at 2. Not able to turn it into a double play there. 1 out for the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Not able to turn 2, but you get the lead runner, hold him at first. Still gives you potential for a double play next at bat.
Most definitely. Cash Brooks just couldn't get a good transfer on that ball. Wasn't able to get it out of his glove in time to roll 2 there. Stepping up to the plate is going to be Case Davis, first baseman for the Lions tonight. First pitch, low and in. Ball one. Second pitch, a little high, a little outside. 2-0 count right here for Case Davis. Pick move. Smith going to get back easily there. We're going to have another ground ball right to Cash Brooks. This time they're going to turn it. Ty Wade gets it over to first. That's going to be the third out of the inning as Arkansas gets out of it. No harm done.
Able to make up for his mistake there earlier and gets the double play. Leads them into their bat next.
Most definitely. Arkansas High gets out of the inning. No runs scored. Nobody left on. As they take a small break, we're going to take one with them. We'll be right back here on Game Day.
Life is busy, and we get it. The State Bank mobile app was designed to make banking more convenient for you. Check account activity, make transfers, pay bills, and manage your debit card in a snap. You can deposit checks from the convenience of your home or wherever life lands you. The State Bank app lets you organize your accounts, manage alerts, and easily email our customer service experts. Now that you have State Bank at your fingertips, you can spend more time doing what's important to you.
Your family, your bank, State Bank.
And we are back here for the bottom of the inning at Arkansas High. They get out of that first inning pretty nice. Great performance right there from Nate Wall. Threw a lot of strikes. Did hit a batter, but they were able to get him out at second. So no harm done to the Razorbacks as they start their season off defensively fairly well. And here we're going to have the Arkansas lineup coming up. Leading off is going to be center fielder Luke Paxton, followed by Ty Wade at shortstop. Ryan Wardlaw playing third tonight. Nate Wall on the mound. Scott Trimble behind the plate. Lee Smith out in left. Jackson Shipp first base. Cash Brooks at second, and Malik Dangerfield out in right for the Hogs tonight. Like I said, the leadoff man is Luke Paxton. Last year, turning in a .339 batting average, 21 hits, and scoring 26 runs for the Hogs. Great player. Also got a chance to sit down and have a little interview with him the other day. Great kid. Great time in this program. Had a lot of high things to say about Arkansas High in this program that he's been a part of for 4 years.
Yeah, he's an incredible player. Like you alluded to earlier, going to Euler, or committed at least. And I'm excited to see what he can do. .339 average last year, and I think he was fourth on the team in average last year. So I'd like to see what he can do this year and step up his game even more.
Most definitely an aggressive guy. Likes to get out and get on base early. And when he gets on base, he becomes a menace to opposing pitchers and opposing defenses.
Yeah, being a center fielder, you kind of expect a lot of speed on him. And so if he can get on base, I like to see what he can do and get a bunch of stolen bases this season.
Braden Scarborough's first pitch. High and away to Luke Paxton. 1-0 count. Second pitch high as well. 2-0 for Luke Paxton right here. Not a bad spot to be in your first at bat for your senior season.
No, coming up and showing your plate discipline is always a good thing.
Scarborough comes right inside. Strike number one, 2-1 count here for Luke Paxton. Comes right back, have a swing and a foul ball. Count's tied up at 2.
2-2 approach, going to shorten up on the bat, keep it in play, and make it a good at-bat here for the Razorbacks.
Exactly, and with the wheels that Paxton has, just putting the ball in play right here will be a pretty good chance that he gets on first. That was a great pitch right there from Scarborough. Almost tied Luke Paxton up right there, but he was able to fight it off. We're still tied at 2.
That's what we were talking about, making it a good at bat. Keep fouling it off. Keep your place in this, keep your place in the box, and extend your at bat.
Exactly. First game right here. Making these pitchers throw more pitches than they want to is always a good thing. And there we go. We got a full count here.
Cam's talking to Todd, telling him not to hit the camera out in the outfield.
These Arkansas High fans would love nothing more than to see him hit one out there to that camera. Luke Paxton's going to draw a walk, his first at bat of his senior year. And like I said, Luke Paxton's a menace on the bases, so I think we're going to see a little bit of movement right here.
Yeah, it was a good way to fight back in that count. You can end up getting and drawing the walk.
Coming up to the plate right now is going to be Ty Wade, shortstop tonight for the Arkansas Razorbacks, and he turned in a .507 batting average last year, 9 home runs and 28 RBIs. Looking to add to that right here. Paxton's going to have a stolen base, number 1 on the year.
Not even close.
He gets in with ease. He gives a big safe signal back to the dugout. Yeah. Man on second, nobody out for Ty Wade.
And having a runner in scoring position for Ty Wade is a beautiful thing. He's able to put the ball in play a lot. Like we said, a .507 average last year. He's going to do whatever he can.
Great pitch right there from Scarborough.
To get Paxton in.
Gets Ty chasing one down and away there. Man, in scoring position with 28 RBIs last year, it's a great position for the Razorbacks. Another great pitch from Scarborough, breaking it off of Ty Wade's shoulder there. Strike 2. Another 2-strike approach. Going to see Wade shorten up right here. Try to put the ball in play. That one gets away from Scarborough. We're tied at 2. We're going to have step off. Paxton putting on a little show out there a second.
Yeah, I was about to say, kind of stepped off to keep Paxton back. He looked, he always looks like he has intentions of grabbing an extra base when he can.
Oh, yeah, one of those guys is just having a good time out there.
That's what it's all about.
And there goes Ty Wade. He's going to hit that one deep. And it's long gone. First at bat of his senior year, and Ty Wade leaves the yard. That's going to put the Razorbacks up 2-0 in the bottom of the first here at home. And that's another good thing about Paxton playing around back there. Kind of gets the pitcher off of his game, and he hangs one over the plate for one of the best hitters in the state of Arkansas right there.
Absolutely.
Or really one of the best hitters in the country, I should say. So shout out Ty Wade, home run number 1. And he's batting 1,000 on the year, Dodie.
Not a bad start to start your season. I'll say that for sure.
So he had 28 RBIs last year. He has 2 today so far, and it's on the bottom of the first. I think he may surpass that.
I feel like there's a pretty good chance. Pretty good chance. Nine home runs on the season last year, and he had 1 in his first at bat. It's a pretty good chance he surpasses that as well.
Oh, yeah. Nonetheless, we got coming up to the plate right here, Ryan Wardlaw playing the hot corner tonight for the Hogs. That ball was a bomb.
It was. I couldn't see because of my computer. Was it over left field or center field?
It was over left. Left center. Well, I'll say left because it's on this side of the light pole. But it's in those trees. There's a kid back there looking for it now. He might as well give up. Great swing, but a miss right there from Wardlaw.
Even up the count. See if Wardlaw can get back in it.
It's always hard to be that guy that comes up after the guy that hits the home run. They either swing out of their shoes or, try to do a little bit too much. Wardlaw's going to foul one back. Strike two.
It's always the next guy up or your next at bat. Because you're like, oh, hey, I know that I have this potential to do it. I'm going to swing out of my shoes to try and do it again.
Exactly. I have one question for you, though. Do you think that was a two-strike swing by Ty Wade there? Was that a short?
I don't think it stands as short.
But Wardlaw gets good bat on that one right there. Going to have a chance to make a play out in center. That's going to be out number one. Great play out there by Trey Smith for the Lions.
Just the first out for the Razorbacks.
Just out number one. Stepping up to the plate right now is going to be number two, Nate Wall. A chance to help himself out right here and get another base run and try to get some more runs.
And we saw him run a lot during football season, so we know that he has the speed. He's another one of those guys that if he can put it in play, look for him to get on the bases.
The first pitch down and away. Nate Wall in a position in the lineup where it kind of starts it off where he's like another leadoff for you here. After, Ty Wade hits and then you have the 3-hole and then the 4-hole. Nate Wall kind of gives you another power guy, but also a guy who can put it on the ground and get on first for you. Foul that one straight back.
"18 pitches in, Nick. Only one out. You're at your fourth batter. What's kind of your mindset for your pitcher right now?"
Well, we kind of talked about this pregame a little bit. There you go. Gets another strike right there for Scarborough. But we talked about this pregame a little bit that the pitch count would kind of play into it. You have one inning get away from you, and that's your whole ball game for tonight. But right now, if you're the pitcher, I think your mentality's got to be just bear down and throw strikes. That's your biggest thing. You want to get out of here, so let your defense work behind you.
We hear that preached so much at this level is just throw strikes. Don't get too much in your head. And
there's Nate Wall putting one right back up the box. We're going to have a chance to make a play here. And he's going to get him. Great play right there made by the second baseman, Tucker Emerson of the Lions. Had to get over there and make a nice little backhand stop and throw out.
Great play by the Lions defense there. Like we said, get it in your defense. Let them make the play for you. That's what they're there for.
Exactly. You're not going to come up against very many Ty Wades at the high school level. So, that's why we hear throw strikes, and let's just see what happens. And you're going to get ground balls, and you let your defense work.
Fill the zone. Don't try to think too much. Don't try to throw it past them. Just do what you know. Stick to why. Be the reason why they put you on the mound.
Exactly.
They trust in you to be out there, and so take advantage of it.
Most definitely. Scarborough was definitely throwing some great pitches tonight. Seems like his breaking ball's working for him. He left one hanging, and we saw what happened with that. But other than that, he's had a pretty good outing right here.
2 outs here to Trumbull, just trying to get out of this inning.
Great hit right there by Trumbull. Really got the barrel on that ball, sending it right through shortstop.
And that'll bring up Lee Smith. We were talking about it pregame, brother of Luke Smith,
Most
who
definitely.
is currently at Louisiana Tech University. We wish him the best.
Great player that we saw last year play hit a bunch of balls out of the park. And it doesn't look like the bloodline runs thin in that family. He looks like a baller up there as well.
He's grown a lot, actually. We saw him last year as a freshman, and he's definitely grown into his body a lot more. It looks like he's been in the weight room and able to build himself up into a good baseball player. I'm looking forward to seeing him this year.
Yeah, we had a chance to talk about that with Chase Brewster about these kids getting their bodies right in the baseball world. And you see it right here with Lee Smith. You know, he looks like a guy that could step over onto the gridiron and play as well.
Yeah, one thing that stood out to me about Luke was his leadership. His leadership stood out more to me than anything else on the baseball field, and so I'll look to see what Lee can do for that team as well.
First pitch coming to Lee Smith right now. It's going to be in the dirt. 1-0. Checking into the ball game to run for Arkansas High is going to be number 17, Kobe Burris. Pick move by Scarborough. Burris back easily over at first. Smith steps back into the box. 1-0 count. I'm sorry, 1-1. Scarborough throws that breaking ball again for a strike. Count down 1-1. Scarborough looking to get out of the inning. He's going to pick again at Burris. Burris back easily. One pitch on the way. It's going to be hit off the handle right back to the pitcher. Burris thought he had to go back, but there were 2 outs. That's going to be the 3rd out. Arkansas High scores 2 runs on a home run by Ty Wade. As they take a little break, we're going to take one with them. We'll be right back here on Game Day.
We are excited to announce here at Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital that we have expanded our capabilities to better serve our community. As a hospital, we have the capability for inpatient services. After your outstanding emergency care, we can smoothly transition you into one of our new inpatient rooms that have telemetry monitors in every room to continue your concierge medicine care. While our patients continue receiving their care in their inpatient suites, we also make sure that your loved ones are taken care of with our outstanding facilities. Our added services include a procedure room and also the capability of MRIs. With our imaging, we are able to offer outpatient, inpatient, and emergency room, MRI, CT, ultrasound, and X-ray. We are honored by your support and look forward to serving all your future medical needs.
And we're live for the 2nd inning, top of the 2nd. Horatio coming back up to bat, leading off for them. I can't see his number. I'm sorry.
That'll be number 11, Emerson.
Oh, that's going to be your second baseman right there, Tucker Emerson. Arkansas High jumped out to a 2-0 lead on that home run, the bomb of a home run hit by Ty Wade there in the bottom of the 1st inning.
Coming up and getting 3 hits in your first inning of baseball back is very impressive and gives you a lot of hope looking forward into this game and kind of gives you good momentum. Nate Wall only threw 7 pitches last inning, and so looking to kind of continue their success from the 1st inning.
Exactly. We've got the first pitch of this inning coming on the way, but I don't want to skip over This team didn't get any scrimmage games before this. They've only
exactly.
practiced against themselves. So yeah, coming out and getting 3 hits versus live pitching for the first time, that's great.
Yeah, to come in and kind of be able to perform well right away, like we kind of talked about, they have to start district right away tomorrow. To kind of come in and already expect so much success from your team already is going to be huge for this team, and to kind of prove yourselves that you are capable of all this will be huge for this Arkansas team.
Nate Wall coming out, going down in the count 3-0. Get a lead, and you definitely don't want to come out and get a walk. So he's going to want to fight back here in this count. Foul ball straight back, makes the count 3-1. Somebody almost caught a souvenir they may not have wanted going over to the concession stand right there.
One thing about this seating is they got cover all over around the seats here, so don't have to worry about it as much.
Most definitely great ballpark out here at Arkansas High. Coach Engstrom during the middle of the day out here cutting the grass. Me and Cam came out here and talked to him a little bit. They're doing a great job over here getting the facilities looking nice for the season.
Looks beautiful out here right after some bad weather all weekend, and for it to look this nice is very impressive by this Arkansas coaching staff and field crew.
Tucker Emerson draws a walk to start the second inning here. Man on first, nobody out for Nate Wall. Stepping up to bat is going to be the pitcher, Braden Scarborough, looking to help himself out. He could tie this thing up with one swing right here and really help himself out, Dodie.
Mm-hmm. He looks like he has the power to do it for sure.
Nate Wall looking for a ground ball here. Get another double play. That'll definitely keep that pitch count down.
Yeah, that was a big thing. Last inning was able to get that double play to end the inning. They can get it again and get into the 6th hole and keep it pretty straight. And they'll be looking good.
Gonna have a throw behind the runner here. Great job of Jackson Shipp turning into a catcher there, blocking that ball up at first. Coach Wilson's going to take his first trip of the 2023 season to the mound. Talk to Nate Wall just a little bit. Where are we at on the pitch count, Dodie?
He's at 14 right now, double what he threw in the first already. But, I mean, I feel like he's going to come out and say what we were talking about earlier. Calm down, throw strikes. Don't think about it too much. When you think about it too much, that's whenever you start to mess up. You start throwing balls. You start throwing things that you don't want to throw. Just calm down. Be who you are. Throw it to your catcher. Just play catch.
Exactly. Just play catch.
Throw it
Also, remember how early it is.
Oh, yeah.
You know, your changeup today is not going to be your changeup in 6 weeks. Or your changeup today is not going to be even your changeup in 3 games.
Mm-hmm.
So just keep pitching. Nate Wall steps off. Trying to keep Emerson close over at first. Goes to the plate right by him. And that's what he needs right there. You know, he's got good stuff up on the mound today. You know, he's not throwing balls all over the backstop or anything like that. He just needs to go up there and throw his game right now. Goes for another pick move. And it dribbles up the line, doesn't really get away from Shipp. So the runner will stay at first. But that's my thing about the pick moves. You know, you've got about 2. Mm-hmm. After 2, it's going up the right field line eventually. Especially with a good base runner at first. So.
And one thing that they are going to preach a little bit more is having the right fielder come down and be able to pick him up whenever he needs to.
Scarborough's going to get a hit out in the right field. We're going to have a play at third. Emerson makes it there. You got to think if Dangerfield gets that ball in quicker that they've got a chance to make that out at third. And I think that's what we have the coach yelling about over down in right field right there.
Yeah, it kind of took his time getting the ball back in play and allowed Emerson to get third base there.
Exactly. Stepping up to the plate now is going to be your third baseman, Rylan Pickett. Chance to get an RBI here for the Lions. That pitch misses just a little bit outside. That one right there low. 2 pitches right there pretty close to the zone.
They really were. Just threw one high, threw one low, trying to find that sweet spot. The bottom one looked, the last pitch, I would say, looked really close.
That one gets away from Nate a little bit, maybe a little frustration we're seeing right here. That's ball number 3. That's going to be ball number 4 as Rylan Pickett takes first base. Stepping up to the plate for the Lions is going to be number 1, the catcher, Grayson Wright. Bases loaded, nobody out, Dodie.
Yeah, right now it's just a matter of limiting how much you get hurt and just getting the outs where you can. Triple play is going to be very rare.
Very rare.
But, I mean, if you can get a double play right here, that'll be huge and only allowing 1 run.
Ball 1. It's high. Best case scenario, strike this guy out, get a ground ball, and get out of here. But, yeah, right now it's just straight damage control. So what you got to be thinking if you're wearing a white jersey right now is if the ball's hit, how do we get out of this thing with the least amount of damage? You're up 2, giving up 1 on a double play wouldn't be bad here. I guess a squeeze situation. That ball misses as well.
Yeah, bunting the scenario is not a horrible idea. Try and get it down the first base line if you can for Horatio.
Corners on the grass for the Hogs. We're not really going to get a bunt here. He would have bunted that one. How do you feel about the play card and the stepping out of the box and looking at the play card? We're seeing a lot. We've seen a lot of that so far this year.
I feel okay about it. I mean, because your approach changes with every pitch. I mean, your approach for 0-0 to 2-0 to 2-1 to 2-2 now is going to change every time. And so the way that you want to handle things, I think it's okay.
I think I'm just the old school tap of the bill, tap of the watch, tap of the wrist, check, go across the chest one time.
And,
just the old school
You'll
signs.
see that too. It just depends on – and, I mean, like we talked about, it's early in the season.
Yeah.
They're still learning. So, I mean, you just got to take it how it is sometimes.
Push bunt attempt, no good up the line, and the next pitch goes right by him for the strikeout. Not saying that I'm speaking this into existence, Dodie, but there's the strikeout. Maybe we'll get a ground ball.
You called it.
Ground ball double play here, but that may be the last we saw of Nate Wall. What's our pitch count?
24 for him, like you said. Probably not going to see any more than 30 out of him, and so kind of get him out of a tough scenario, and that'll help him out.
That's our last pitch we're going to see from Nate Wall tonight. That's going to bring up number 13, Jonathan Infante Garcia, the sophomore, taking the mound for the Razorbacks. Great game for Nate Wall. I know that inning right there kind of got away from him on the walking, but he comes up and gets a strikeout to end the night. Great job by Coach Wilson letting him end the night on a high note. Maybe we'll see a couple of innings tomorrow as well in that game against Lakeside.
Yeah, he'll most likely – I don't know that he'll start for him, but, I mean, he'll come in and make a huge impact for that game as well, I'm sure.
Garcia looks good up on the mound. Coming in, throwing strikes immediately. So 24 pitches. Was that the count for
yes,
Nate Wall? Nate Wall goes out of the game with 24 pitches. A couple strikeouts. Hadn't given up a run.
Did he get moved somewhere, Nick?
I
can't.
Yes, he's out in right field. He's out in right field right now.
So did he sub in for Dangerfield?
Yes.
Okay.
thinking this is more of the lineup you're going to see this year, especially when he's not on the bump. Number 22, Kason Lyon, stepping up to bat for the Lions. Horatio, corner's still in. Right here, the bunt still in play. Great hit right up the middle. Ty Wade's going to have a chance to make a play. Gets it over to second base, over to first. Pulls him off the bag. The Razorbacks only get one out there. Horatio's going to score a run. That ball just getting away from Cash Brooks just a little bit there on the throw over to first, pulling the first baseman off the bag. Nonetheless, great job right there by Infante Garcia getting the ground ball.
Yeah, it keeps the game alive, though, for the Lions. As they get another chance to bring somebody in at bat.
Exactly. Riley Williams, the right fielder, steps up for the Lions. First pitch ball. Second pitch strike, ties the count at 1-1. I like Garcia's approach on the mound.
Mm-hmm.
Foul ball straight back behind us here for strike number 2.
So far, it looks like he has that mentality of keeping it in the zone, knowing who he has behind him, and just doing what he has to.
Breaking ball just a little high. He's smiling when the catcher threw it back to him, knowing that's a pitch he can keep in his back pocket.
Yeah, it looked like it dropped right in there for a strike, but the umpire saw it different, obviously.
Garcia shakes off the pitch. Comes straight at him. Foul down the right field line, out of play. Going to have a meeting. Scott Trumbull's going up to talk to Garcia. Two pitch, a little outside. They're going to steal it. Trumbull with the pump fake. I think if he just throws that immediately, we've got the third out at second base.
Yeah, I think he delayed because of the runner at third, thinking that he was going to steal as well. But because he didn't, it allows the runner to get to second.
Great throw. Also a great pitch right there from Infante Garcia. And a great job by Riley Williams to battle it off at the plate. Riley Williams not wanting to go away right here. Just fighting pitches off, looking for his. And Infante Garcia doing a great job of throwing pitches on the corners here, making Williams have to swing.
Yeah, he's extending his batter's box.
One gets away from Garcia, and Horatio's going to score. That's going to tie the ball game up as Scarborough crosses the plate. I think we might have had a little cross-up action right there between Infante Garcia and Scott Trimble there. We've got us a tie ball game here in the top of the second inning. Strike number 1. Runners on first and third. 2 outs. Strike 2. Infante Garcia going right at the leadoff hitter, Brayson Scarborough. Runner goes. Another pump fake, and still a close play. You've got to think if Trimble takes the pump fake out, he's throwing these guys out by 2 or 3 steps.
I would agree. Yeah, like we said last time, worried about that runner at third, but, I mean, it doesn't matter. You have 2 outs here. Get the guy out at second. I mean, you don't have to worry about it anymore.
Great pitch by Infante Garcia. Started to walk off the mound. Thought that was strike 3. That's going to be a hard hit ball out to left. Switching his hips. Gets over the head of Lee Smith out there. Horatio's going to score 2. As they take a lead in this ball game, 4-2. Bryson Scarborough getting almost every piece of that ball.
Yeah, great two-run RBI double there from Scarborough. Gives the Lions the lead now.
The Lions lead came into the inning down 2, and now they're up 2. Scarborough on second. He's going to steal third here. We're going to have a no-throw, as Trumbull couldn't get it on the exchange. And Lee Smith knocks third base out of its hole. Oh, I'm sorry, not Lee Smith. Excuse me, Bryson Scarborough. Guarantee you a lot of dirt got in there on that slide.
Had to pull up the base to get it all out.
Now we've got runner on third, 2 outs for Infante Garcia. Stepping into the batter's box is Troy Smith, the center fielder. 1-0 count. Misses high again, count 2-0 now. These are one of the extended innings right here. You get a pitcher in a little bit of trouble. New guy comes in and you get a couple hits off of him. These are the momentum swinging innings in baseball right here.
Absolutely. I mean, Infante Garcia's come in and thrown 18 pitches already with 2 outs still in this since he's come in. And 19 now. I mean, just taking advantage whenever you can for Horatio right now.
Exactly. Came in and got a ground ball like you wanted him to. Just couldn't turn 2 there, and it turned into a snowball inning for the Razorbacks. Misses outside there.
Full count here.
Misses just low and in on the full count. It's going to be a walk for Troy Smith. That's going to bring up number 8, Case Davis, the first baseman, to the plate. Ty Wade's going to come up and give Infante Garcia a little confidence booster right here. It's easy. Go get it, you know. First game, get the jitters out, throw your game.
Mm-hmm.
You like to see that out of a senior leader on your ball team.
First and third approach here for the infield. Knowing that second and first is available to you.
Right here, if I'm a Trimble, I'm just going to throw him out. First pitch strike to the first baseman, Case Davis. Another hard hit ball out to left field. Lee Smith's going to get under it, and that's caught for the third out. Horatio puts up 4 in the top of the inning. Arkansas High coming up to bat, going to want to get some of those back. If they take a break, we'll take one with them. We'll be right back here on Game Day. And we're back for the bottom of the second inning. Arkansas High had a little trouble at the top of the inning. This inning going to be brought to you by Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital. Real ER without the wait. If you have any problems, get over to Texarkana Emergency Center, and they'll try to help you out. And also, if you go by there, make sure you tell them you appreciate them supporting all the local athletes here in Texarkana. Arkansas High got into a little bit of trouble there at the top of the inning, giving up 4 on a couple hits and a few walks. Going to look to get some of that back here as Jackson Shipp steps up to the plate. First baseman for the Razorbacks tonight. Scarborough, that was just his 25th pitch tonight. Not sure what their pitch counts are looking like over for Horatio, but you got to think they're kind of on the same level. This their first game of the season as well.
Yeah, I don't know if it makes a difference or not of what happened with their district. Because, I mean, we talked about with Arkansas High, they added in Benton to their district, and so that it extended their schedule out of district play. And so if something similar happened to Horatio, then they'll have to be worried about pitch count as well, depending on when the next time they play is.
Pitch number 27 coming. And it's fouled straight back for strike number 2. Started off with a nice, sunny, warm game. Dodie, the chills kind of setting in here in the bottom of the second.
I'm enjoying it. It was a little hot. The sun was beaming down on us, and it's starting to get a little cool out here. I'm enjoying it.
Ball away there. Goes to the backstop. It's going to tie this count up at 2.
I enjoy it much more than what we had to deal with this weekend. It was not fun this weekend.
Cold and wet. Never that's not baseball. That's not baseball weather.
Oh, but I watched a lot of baseball in that weather. Trust me. I was out at Hooks this weekend, and that wind and it was awful out there. But some great baseball indeed. Getting to watch these guys play and enjoying it, even if it was not ideal weather.
2-2 pitch goes off the back of Jackson Shipp. He's going to be the first base runner of the inning for the Hogs. Great lead off there, running the count 2-2 and taking one off the back. I'm sure Coach Wilson's happy about the way they just led off the inning there. Nonetheless, that's going to bring up Cash Brooks, the second baseman. Great pitch right there from Scarborough, strike 1. Scarborough doing a great job of switching velocity. You will hear that glove pop here every now and then he settles it back down and starts throwing his off-speed stuff. Pick the first. Shipp gets back with ease.
And it looks like Infante Garcia is on deck, who will bat for Dangerfield, who was out in right, who Nate Wall took his place.
Off-speed pitch misses low and away. Gonna have a bunt here. It's gonna go right off the front of the skirt. Great bunt. Won't make it to first in time, but does move the runner over. I think we're gonna have a foul ball situation here. Oh, no.
Yeah, it's going to be a foul ball.
Yeah, foul ball situation. Good call right there.
From here, it looked like it bounced off the plate and was able to go forward, but I think the umpire is saying that it bounced off of the batter, and that's how it got out there.
Would have been a great bunt. Now he gets a chance to put it down the line if they want to, but with 2 strikes, he's probably going to swing away here. He will. And that's going to be strike number 3. As Cash Brooks heads back to the dugout, that puts another strikeout, or the first strikeout for Scarborough. That brings up to the plate Infante Garcia for Arkansas High. Strike 1 to Infante Garcia. Had a throw behind the runner at first. But Ship was able to get back in time.
.34 pitches now for Scarborough. Doesn't look like. Make it 35.
For a nice strike.
Doesn't look like they really have anybody warming up or anything, so it looks like they're going to stick it out with Scarborough for at least a little bit longer.
Exactly. He looks strong here. Going to have one fouled over to the visitor dugout. Scarborough working to sit another batter down. Infante Garcia trying hard not to make that happen, fighting in this count. Off-speed pitch, misses off the plate. That ball's going to go over the pitcher's head as well. Great job by Tucker Emerson, realizing what was going on. Strike 3. Strikeout number 2 for Braden Scarborough. That's going to bring up your leadoff batter, Luke Paxton, to the plate with 2 outs, man on first. First pitch high, 1-0.
You need to tell Ty to get on the on-deck circles. They're blocking our way.
Yeah.
You get in the on-deck circle. You're blocking our view.
He comes and stands right in front of us.
Got to give him a hard time.
1-0 pitch to Luke Paxton here. We'll make it 2-0.
You can pull an Adrian Beltre and move it over with you.
Scarborough set for 2-0. Luke Paxton pops one up. Looks like it's going to go outside behind the visitor dugout, and it will make it 2-1. Luke Paxton sitting dead red on 2-0 there. You got to love it as a hitter. Scarborough able to mix it up. That was a great fastball on 2-0 there. Two 2-1 pitch coming to Paxton right here. And that's going to be called strike. Ties the count up at 2-2.
Looks like the umpire might be expanding his strike zone more as the game goes along, which
Just a tad.
kind of favors the pitchers going forward.
Paxton's going to get one down the right field line. It's going to be called foul. And with a guy like Paxton, if one bounces around the corner for a second, he's on third before you know it.
Mm-hmm. He felt like he got a lot of it and was able – he wanted to take off with everything that he could.
Luke Paxton up at bat with the gardening gloves on. How do you feel about that? We've seen that a few times. We see a couple guys come up with the gardening gloves. I always think it makes them a better hitter, but what do you think about it?
I don't know. It gives off more of a blue-collar feel in a way, and I feel like it kind of gives you more, I don't know, not protection, but kind of protect your hands a little bit more. I know personally, like whenever I'll swing a bat and get good contact on it, I feel the ringing all the way through the barrel, all the way down to the base of it, and can feel it in my hands, and that feeling is, I don't know, not a huge fan.
Not a good feeling, especially this time of year.
Yeah, not a huge fan. So if you can kind of reduce that as much as you want, I'll take that I'll wear the gardening gloves if I have.
Well, I like it. I think it's swagged out. But I'm sure Luke will like him a lot more if he produces a big hit right here. Fouls another one straight back, extending this at bat. Two count. Ball high, makes the count full. Scarborough won strike three right there as he started walking off the mound early.
It's a good eye there by Paxton, extending the at-bat, kind of taking control of it all, getting a lot of foul balls, making it ball three, making it a full count. It's exciting for him.
3-2 pitch. We're going to have a pickoff here. The Ship's gotten back easily every single time. This at-bat's gone on so long, you almost forget that Ship's over on first base.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind the idea though. 3-2 count. You're supposed to be running. If you can kind of get him off of his pace, it's not a bad idea to pick him off.
Exactly. Catch him sleeping over there. 3-2 count. 3-2 pitch is being shaken off by Scarborough. Now he's ready. 3-2 off speed. I like the idea, but it walks Luke Paxton. And now there's runners on first and second for Ty Wade, who's homered in this ball game already.
And if you're Wade, that's exactly what you wanted right there. You believed in Paxton. You were giving him, we heard him right here. He was encouraging him the entire time to go up, do what he can. And it gives Ty a chance to either tie it up or kind of decrease the deficit or even give him a lead.
Yeah. A guy you know that can change the ball game in one swing. You always want to get on base, and having two base runners here for Wade's a great thing. First pitch, swing and a miss. Scarborough's going to try to stay out there, right there where that pitch was, low and away. Doesn't want Wade to get a hold of anything. But also, if you're Ty Wade, you know you've been living rent-free in Scarborough's mind since you hit that last pitch.
And I think for Scarborough, his big thing is not to hang anything. You hung something the last time. If you can kind of keep control of it, that's going to be huge.
0-1 pitch. It's going to be high and in. We're going to have a throw behind Paxton. He's back to first.
I don't know. Paxton's doing like some Spider-Man moves over there. I don't know what's going on.
Runs the bases with a smile from ear to ear the entire time. You gotta love it.
I mean, that's what the game of baseball is all about. You're supposed to enjoy every second of it.
Ty Wade takes another big swing and a miss.
It's a kid's game at heart.
Oh yeah.
Anytime that you can enjoy every second of it, you should.
1-2 count right here to Ty Wade. Runners on first and second, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Scarborough really keeping Jackson Shipp honest. He's gone at him about 6 times here while he's been on base. A 1-2 pitch coming up for Ty Wade right here. Hits one off of his shin guard. The umpire's not saying anything. Umpire calls it out on a clearly hit off of his shin guard. Coach Wilson's going to come talk about it here. Horatio's already off the field. Luke Paxton still on second. Jackson Shipp still on third. Umpire's going to go have a meeting about it here at first. It was clear as day. I don't think there's anything to really talk about, but we're going to have a meeting here.
Foul ball. There we go.
Foul ball. Horatio's going to have to come back out onto the field here. I don't even think it was up for debate. I don't know why Horatio came off the field. I'm pretty sure their coach knew that was going to get overturned there. Nonetheless, we've got a 1-2 count. Runners on first and second. Luke Paxton's still out there standing on second. We've got runners on first and second, 2 outs, a 1-2 count. But not only could we see it, I know we're behind the play, but not only could we see it, I think everybody heard it as well.
Yeah, and I'm surprised that the home plate umpire didn't try and make any kind of signal about it. I mean, I think the only reason that he did it is because it did go so far over to the third baseman. But I feel like you can kind of see that and realize that he's not hitting that at that type of speed to the third baseman. If he's hitting it to the third baseman, it's going to be a heater.
Yeah, it's going to be hot. Or a chopper. Yeah. That wasn't a chopper. That was like a fungo ground ball.
Exactly.
And, I thought it was pretty obvious. But, hey, that's what baseball's all about. Again, like you said.
Ultimately, they get the call right. Ty Wade's still at bat. 1-2 count, 2 outs. Has a chance to get it going again.
1-2. Runners on first and second, 2 outs, bottom of the second, and we're back at play here. Braden Scarborough on the mound, Ty Wade at the plate. And that one's going to bounce off the plate. Runners are going to advance. Now we've got runners on second and third, 2 outs. 2 runners in scoring position with your best hitter up. It's a great place to be if you're Arkansas High. Did that hit him? Oh, it's intentional walk. Intentional walk here. First game of the season, intentional walk. Have you ever seen that, Dodie?
I mean, I haven't personally, but, I mean, they know what he can do. So I think it's fair.
I'll give you a quick story here. When I was in Little League, I used to get intentional walked all the time. And you know what they used to say? It's all about respect. So what do you think that's a respect move? We saw it with Barry Bonds. We saw it with Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire. Is that a respect move or kind of?
I think it's.
You get a ground ball out of it right to the third baseman. He's going to step on it to get out of the inning. So respect or not, it was a smart move by the Horatio Lions. The inning ends. Arkansas High does not score. 4-2 still your score here. As they take a break, we're going to take one with them. We'll be right back here on Game Day.
We are excited to announce here at Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital that we have expanded our capabilities to better serve our community. As a hospital, we have the capability for inpatient services. After your outstanding emergency care, we can smoothly transition you into one of our new inpatient rooms that have telemetry monitors in every room to continue your concierge medicine care. While our patients continue receiving their care in their inpatient suites, we also make sure that your loved ones are taken care of with our outstanding facilities. Our added services include a procedure room and also the capability of MRIs. With our imaging, we are able to offer outpatient, inpatient, and emergency room, MRI, CT, ultrasound, and X-ray. We are honored by your support and look forward to serving all your future medical needs.
And we are back live for the top of the third inning. This inning brought to you by State Bank. Your family, your bank, State Bank. Get over to State Bank and let them know Texarkana Game Day sent you. Also, let them know how thankful you are that they support these local athletes here in Texarkana. Also, say what's up to our guy, Jay Davis, if you'll get a chance to stop by. But Arkansas High gets out of, Horatio gets out of the bottom half of the inning without allowing a run. A little bit of theatrics happened there. Had a foul ball off the leg guard of Ty Wade. Horatio was already in the dugout, thought it was 3 outs, had to come back out. And then Ty Wade is intentionally walked to load the bases with 2 outs. And Horatio gets out of the inning unscathed.
And we were kind of talking about it just then of how did we feel about that move. And ultimately, no matter the circumstances, it worked in Horatio's favor.
For sure.
And so you have to kind of praise him in that way for it.
Tucker Emerson, second baseman, up to bat. That's fouls one straight back for 0-1 count. And Fonte Garcia still up on the mound, already at
24 pitches.
24 pitches. So we won't see much more of him. Nonetheless, he's going to come out and try to get a couple outs before his night is over. Ties the count up at 1-1. Great pitch right there by Infante Garcia. Drops it in for a strike. 1-2 count for Tucker Emerson here.
Infante Garcia coming in, getting to face kind of the middle of the order here for Horatio.
Tucker Emerson gets a lot of that ball. That sends Lee Smith running back. Is it going to stay fair is the question. And it's a foul ball. A long strike is what they used to call it.
I think if you would have been just a hair later.
Just a hair later, but also Lee Smith had the chance to catch it.
Yeah.
He's a hair later and it stays that same distance.
Yeah, that's fair. We got some more kids back there still looking for Ty Wade's ball probably too.
Most definitely. Those trees are pretty thick back there, so if there's a ball hit, it's going to be hard to find. Infante Garcia comes right back at Emerson. That's called ball. I believe it might have been a strike if the catcher catches it.
I think so as well. Pops right out of his glove, and I think it gives the illusion that it was a ball.
2-2 count. Infante Garcia gets a strikeout.
Big swing.
Big swing. After you see yourself hit one about 325 feet, you want to do it again. We want to give a special shout out to Kenneth and Betty Currents tonight, watching the ball game. Big swing and a miss right there for Scarborough. Make it a 1-1 count. Infante Garcia misses just a little bit low. Make the count 2-1. That one's going to miss as well. We've got a 31 count here for the pitcher, Rayton Scarborough. That pitch misses the zone. And now we have a 3-1 count.
It's my fault.
I'm going to have to take away your nickname, man.
I got
Zach the Stat Doty.
I got distracted. And I thought that we had already had a pitch.
Great pitch as Infante Garcia gets his second strikeout in a row.
Okay, so that was my mistake. I thought he had an extra ball. He had an extra strike.
Infante Garcia, Zach Doty is trying to take strikeouts away from him.
I apologize, Mr. Garcia. I will do better.
Infante Garcia gets his second strikeout. Bringing up to the plate, Rylan Pickett. That first ball misses high and away. 1-0. Going to get a big swing. Tie the count up at 1.
Good pitch there, getting it to rise up there and fool the batter. Beautiful pitch.
You got to love a chest-high fastball. I know we're sitting down the first baseline just a hair, but there's about 3 or 4 of those right there on the outside corner that look like strikes from here.
That looked pretty. Getting it to go from high to – it looked right down the pipe, so I don't know.
There it is in the same spot almost. That one called a strike. Infante Garcia coming out this inning with a little bit more oomph.
It looks like it has more velocity on it. It looks like he's found his own, kind of calmed down, and he did come in a tough scenario last inning.
Strike 3 as well for the inning. Didn't even know he got it. Catcher had to turn his glove over for it. Kind of got a little mixed up. I think he thought he meant off speed, and he throws a fastball there. But nonetheless, strike 3, and he sits the inning down 1-2-3 on strikeouts. As they take a break, we're going to take a small one with them. We'll be right back here on Game Day. And we are back for the bottom of the 3rd inning. This inning brought to you by Greg Orr Auto Collection, exceeding expectations. If you're looking for a new vehicle, used vehicle, get over to Greg Orr Auto Collections. They'll be able to help you out. Also, let them know how thankful you are that they support these local athletes here in Texarkana. What we do wouldn't be possible without these sponsors, guys. So seriously, get over and let them know that you're appreciative. That we're able to bring these high school sports right to your phone or right to your computer at your home.
Yeah, I might have to hop on over to Greg Orr. I've been heavily looking at a new GMC Sierra.
Heavily, huh?
Heavily. Heavily. I'll have to look at Greg Orr whenever I'm ready to go over there because GMC Sierra looks real nice.
Hey, I know one thing. If I don't know anything else, they've got one for you.
Saw a couple out in Longview whenever we went out there the last time. Some beautiful cars and trucks out there, so look forward to it.
Yeah, there we go. I like it. Stepping up to the plate is going to be your starting pitcher tonight, Nate Wall.
Heavily.
1-0 pitch. Nate Wall looking to get on the board here. Want to tie this game up so he can walk away with at least a no decision here tonight.
Might come in and
He's going to hit one right back up the box. That's going to be a hard play to make. Scarborough's going to get to it and makes the out at first.
that was a beautiful play by the shortstop or second baseman.
Great. That was the shortstop there. Great play right there by Brayson Scarborough.
That was an incredible play. spins his body, and
I'm just still in shock a little bit. I saw that the ground ball may not get through the infield, but I did not think there'd be a play made. Great job right there by Scarborough getting across the infield. That's going to bring up your catcher here, Scott Trimble. Shout out to the Arkansas High and Horatio fans as well. Got a nice crowd for opening day here tonight.
it is. It's a good day for baseball. You know, these Arkansas fans are looking forward to the season that they have ahead of them, and it's a good time to come out and enjoy a Monday night for sure.
That one goes right across the plate for strike number 1. Trumbull here, 1 out. Chance to get on base for the Arkansas Razorbacks.
I think I must have pitched again.
That went out of the zone.
We're going to say it's 2-1, but I don't think that's right. I think we missed a pitch.
You know, I'm not gonna.
Well, let's just play it off like nothing happened.
I'm not gonna hang you out there to dry. But if you want to put yourself out there like that, you missed a pitch.
You didn't say anything.
There we go. That ball right there bounces out of the zone, making it 3-1 here, possibly 3-2,
3-2.
depending on Doty's.
Depending on if I missed a pitch. Not sure.
Nonetheless, Trumbull's in the box, ready to get something going for the Hogs. 1 out for Scarborough. That's going to be fouled off straight behind us here.
Well, now it's 3-2, no matter what, so we don't have to worry about that. Just pitch count might be a little off for Scarborough. Right now he's at 60 pitches.
60 pitches for Scarborough, and he's had a great game tonight. Sat a couple guys down. 2 strikeouts last inning, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be a walk for Mr. Scott Trumbull. That's going to bring up Lee Smith, the left fielder. Going to have our first mound visit from the Horatio Lions tonight. 60 pitches or 61 pitches, maybe 62.
Possibly. I guess
that's a good pitch count for opening day. If Scarborough was to be taken off the mound right here, I think that's a great day for him. Only giving up 2 runs on a home run. So
yeah, 2 runs, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts so far. So, and 1 hit, he did hit a batter. So I mean,
not a bad opening day.
Not at all.
Scarborough will stay in the game. Just a little pep talk action here. Pitch with the lead talk, I believe, which was probably going on out there at the mound.
Calm him down. I mean, you only have 1 out here. Rely on your defense. We saw an incredible play at shortstop, so you know what they're capable of, and see if you can get a double play and get yourself out of this inning.
Exactly. The ground ball is definitely on the menu for Horatio right here. But Lee Smith's going to try to get some out in the grass and let Trumbull run for a second. First pitch, foul straight back to the backstop, going to be strike number 1. Smith's going to hit one to the shortstop here. This may be the double play ball. He's going to take it himself. pulls the first baseman off the bag, so we're going to have a fielder's choice. That's going to leave Arkansas High with 2 outs. Man on first base. Great job there by Case Davis of coming off the bag and stopping that ball from getting up the right field line there. Stepping up to the plate is going to be your first baseman, Jackson Ship. I believe he got hit last time.
Mm-hmm. If you're Ship here, you got to take advantage of it. I mean, walking away with a fielder's choice there gets you that chance to be at bat. You have a runner at first now and kind of make something happen out of it.
Exactly. Going to want to make them pay for not turning that double play there. Kind of like Horatio did to Arkansas High in the top of the second.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna have a pick move here. Close play for Lee Smith at first there, but he gets under it. Jackson Ship. 1-0 count here. Lee Smith's going to go. We're going to have a throw down. He's in there under the tag. Stolen base for Lee Smith. Great jump right there at first.
Shows off the athleticism there, getting a big stolen base, getting in scoring position. You know, providing Ship an even better opportunity now to make something out of his at bat.
Had a protection swing right there for Ship, so he's going to have his first strike of the night. Or of the at bat, I'm sorry. Strike number 2 on a big swing from the first baseman. Runner on second, 2 outs. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Loudman goes in the dirt. Runner will not advance from second here. Off-speed pitch falls off the plate. Jackson Ship turning this into a great at bat right here.
Brings it to a full count now. Trying to create more opportunity whenever he can.
Little spin move towards second there. The dugout seemed to have that pretty called out there as they was calling it out before he even spun. Full count here to Jackson Ship. That's going to be high, and that's going to walk him. We got a man on first and second, 2 outs.
Good disciplined at bat there by Jackson Ship.
Exactly. Big spot to be in right here if you're Cash Brooks. Second baseman for the Razorbacks tonight. He's already made a couple of plays in the field and also had a hit in his first at bat, I believe. No?
I don't believe so, Nick. That's okay because he could possibly get one here, batting out of the 8th hole. It'd be huge to make something happen in this part of the lineup.
Most definitely Arkansas High really looking for a spark had a big spark there in the first inning, looking for something here to get them going again. Runners on first and second, even though with 2 outs, could be huge for the Razorbacks.
Scarborough is at 70 pitches now. They're 2 in a second.
We're going to have a balk here. That's going to be big in this game. Moving runners up to second and third with 2 outs here. Balk being called. Too much movement. In his approach to the plate.
Advances the runners second and third. Count stays at 1-0.
You got to think something in the gap here. Scores 2 and ties your ball game. Really anything on the grass. Oh, this is going to score 1 here on a pass ball to the wall. 1 scores. We've got a 1-run ball game with a man on third. Big spot right here for Cash Brooks. Still no activity, no bullpen activity from the Lions on their side.
Yeah, I don't see anybody warming up. I guess if they do go with somebody, they could just pull somebody from the field, but it looks like they're sticking with Scarborough throughout this inning. 71 pitches in.
Swing and a miss for Cash Brooks. 2-1 count. The last thing you want to do if you're Scarborough is to send another one to the backstop and tie this game up. We're going to have 1 hit to the third baseman. He's got to make a play here, and he will. Arkansas High scores 1, leaves a man on third. We've got a 1-run ball game. As they take a little break, we're going to take one with them. We'll be right back here on Game Day.
You've spent years working hard to create your financial security. Reward yourself with a checking account designed specifically for you by a bank that shows you the outstanding level of customer service you deserve. With State Bank's Elite Checking, you can qualify for a competitive rate of interest, no monthly service fee, free checks, and superior customer service. Let State Bank be your bank for service, relationships, and living life to its fullest.
Whether you're looking for a new garage door or just need repairs, Overhead Door stands for excellence. With a complete line of garage doors and openers, plus expert service you can trust. Beautifully designed, beautifully crafted, trusted for more than 90 years. Always look for the Overhead Door logo to be sure you're getting the genuine, the original Overhead Door.
And we're back for the top of the 4th inning. This inning brought to you by Total Medical Supply, your premier medical supply provider. If you ever needed some medical supplies, get on over to Total Medical and let them know Texarkana Game Day sent you. And also let them know how thankful you are that they support these local athletes here in Texarkana. Arkansas High gets 1 back. They scratch across a run there in the bottom of the 2nd inning there, or 3rd inning, I'm sorry. Bottom of the 3rd inning. And we still got Infante Garcia up on the bump here, who seemed to get stronger in the last inning as he struck out the side.
That's what I was thinking, Nick. He came in and kind of proved himself in that 2nd inning. Wasn't in kind of a tough scenario that we saw in that 1st inning. But, I mean, he's thrown 39 pitches so far, and we'll look to see if he can continue to maintain his success from the 2nd inning.
And we've got the catcher for Horatio up at the plate right now, Grayson Wright, who fouls one off the backstop here. He's going to go have a meeting with his third base coach.
The way he was signaling, it looked like he might have had a pinch hitter ready. I think maybe he's just getting a courtesy runner prepared since it is the catcher.
Mm-hmm.
Ball low makes it a 1-1 count.
Garcia comes right back at him, right up the box, right over the outstretched glove of Ty Wade. And that's going to be a single for the catcher, Grayson Wright. And that's going to bring up Kason Lyon for Horatio. Man on first and nobody out. And Fonte Garcia is going to be looking for a ground ball. Kason's going to be looking to put something out in the outfield. Trying to get a bunt. We're going to have the catcher. He gets underneath the tag. Close play at first. I don't think the umpire really knew if he was out or safe or which one to call. He kind of did both. He kind of did both signals. He had his fist closed, but he went safe. But
I think if Ship turns around a little bit quicker there, he gets him out.
Oh, yeah.
But he kind of hesitated on his turnaround to get back to the bag.
Tries for the bunt attempt again, but pulls it back. We got ball one. Fonte Garcia having a little trouble seeing the signs.
Getting a little darker out here.
Trumbull knowing he had that guy at first, actually the other catcher.
Right.
Grayson Wright at first. He knew he had him caught dead in his tracks when the bunt didn't get down on the first strike. Strike number 2 on the bunt attempt. Got a pick attempt over. As Wright gets back easily. One-two pitch high. Ties the count here at 2.
Don't want to get too distracted here by the runner at first. Kind of focus in on who's in the batter's box. Make sure this guy gets out.
And that one misses inside. Gonna make it full here. Gonna have a swing, a strikeout, throw him out situation. Arkansas High gets it done. And they go from a man on first with no outs to nobody on with 2 outs.
Not your typical double play, but a beautiful one at that.
It's going to bring up Riley Williams to the plate. And Fonte Garcia goes straight to work, strike number 1. Can't ask for a better scenario right there if you're Arkansas High. But we've got some bullpen movement going on over for Horatio. Looks like we're going to see Kason Lyons on the bump in this next inning, or the bottom half of this inning.
A singular Lion.
Kason Lyon, I'm sorry. I've been known to mess up a name or two.
Hey, it's confusing. Kason Lyon, Horatio Lyons. I mean, I get you. It's a little personal for Cam, so he wants to make sure you get it right.
That one's going to foul straight back to Riley Williams. Takes strike number 2. And there's another strikeout for Infante Garcia as he comes off the mound. Arkansas High gets out of that inning unscathed. And as they take a little break, we're going to take one with them. We'll be right back here on Game Day.
We are excited to announce here at Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital that we have expanded our capabilities to better serve our community. As a hospital, we have the capability for inpatient services. After your outstanding emergency care, we can smoothly transition you into one of our new inpatient rooms that have telemetry monitors in every room to continue your concierge medicine care. While our patients continue receiving their care in their inpatient suites, we also make sure that your loved ones are taken care of with our outstanding facilities. Our added services include a procedure room and also the capability of MRIs. With our imaging, we are able to offer outpatient, inpatient, and emergency room, MRI, CT, ultrasound, and X-ray. We are honored by your support and look forward to serving all your future medical needs.
And we're back for the bottom half of the fourth inning. This half inning brought to you by Texar. It's where your friends are. Make sure you get over to Texar and let them know Texarkana Game Day sent you. Also, let them know how thankful you are they support these local athletes here in Texarkana. Stepping up to the plate for the Arkansas Razorbacks in this half inning is going to be the pitcher, Infante Garcia. He's got 5 strikeouts on the night tonight. Arkansas High got out of the top half of the inning in dramatic fashion. Strike him out, throw him out, then he strikes out the third, or strikes out a guy for the third out in the inning. Horatio changing arms on the mound right here. We've got the sophomore left-hander, Kason Lyon, on the bump for the Lions.
Arkansas High's ramped it up on their defensive side. Infante Garcia has been the lead of that, getting 5 big strikeouts since he's come in, and now he gets a chance at the plate. So he'll lead off for the Razorbacks and kind of give him a chance to catch up to the Lions.
Exactly. Infante Garcia wanting to help himself out right here, get on base and try to be the tying run in this ball game. And Kason Lyon, if you're him, you've got to just try to pitch to the lead here. You got 1 run. You don't want to put any guys on for free.
Did Scarborough move out to left field?
Scarborough looks like he's going to go play first base. Yep, he's going to play first. That's him right there standing beside the mound.
Wonder if Davis then moves out to left. It's hard to see their numbers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks like we've got Scarborough. He's going to go from the mound. He's going to play first, and that's going to move. I can't see. Can't see it. We'll figure it out in just a second.
I think Davis will move out to left field. He was out at first for Scarborough. Scarborough moves over to first. Lions on the mound now, who he was out in left, and so I think Davis will take over for him out in left, unless they made a
couple changes.
Sub. Again, it's hard to see their numbers because they're only on the back.
Infante Garcia steps up to the plate. Kason Lyon's going to face his first batter of the night. Strike number 1. Strike number 2. Kason Lyon coming in making quick work, getting ahead here. Infante Garcia falling to 0-2. Going to have to cover it up and protect right here for the Razorbacks. That ball is going to bounce and hit Infante Garcia. It's going to put him on first. Bringing up your leadoff batter, Luke Paxton, with the man on. You got to think he's going to probably lay one down here, Dodie. Yeah,
with his speed, he's able to get to first, but also put the runner at first in good position as well. Good potential. Ty giving me a hard time there. Good potential to get 2 runners on.
You've got the shift on here. You got to think he's going to bunt this down the third baseline.
Yeah, the corner's not coming in at all. Take advantage where you can right here.
And there he was. Looked like he was going to square around the bunt. Now you've got the third baseman trying to come up on the grass. If you're not already on the grass with Luke Paxton's speed, he's going to be safe at first.
Yeah, I don't know why they weren't prepared for that, but I mean, I think if that ball doesn't go too high, Paxton's putting it down.
With the shift on, if Paxton hits one to the left, he'll get it inside the park home run.
Absolutely.
Ball high is going to be ball number 2 for Luke Paxton.
I think the only thing that's going to prevent him from that is his plate discipline right here. He's not going to swing at anything out of his comfort zone. And so, very disciplined hitter, and will do whatever he needs to get on base right here.
With the shift on, all these pitches will probably be inside. He's going to bunt it, but he bunts it right back to the pitcher. Still almost beats it out, but he does get it. But he is out at first. So your fielder's choice, you got a man out. Man on second with Ty Wade up.
And and he has impressive speed whenever. It's not a great bunt, but he still
almost beats it out. About a half a step away. And they intentional walk Ty Wade again. First game of the season, non-conference, and Ty Wade's drawing intentional walks. This is going to be a long season for Ty Wade.
It is. I mean, they know how much of a threat he is.
How frustrating!
Got to eliminate it.
How frustrating for a player. That's all I can say about that. You can see the frustration on his face when they told him he was on.
But I mean, how often are we going to see this against Ty Wade this year?
I think we see it a lot. I think if this is the season opener, and non-conference, where obviously you want to get a win in every game, but this game technically means nothing in the grand scheme of things. What's it going to mean whenever it matters if you make the playoffs or not? What's going to happen in those games? So I think we'll see Ty Wade walk obviously a bunch here this year.
It also does give us something to kind of mess with him about, though. He is technically batting 1,000, but he has walked twice. So I mean.
Luckily, his future is secured already. I would hate for a guy to be on the cusp and not get his swings in.
I think if you're being intentionally walked, I feel like your future has been kind of cemented already.
Yeah.
You are a top 300 player in this upcoming draft. I mean, I feel like your legacy's being cemented already.
Exactly. Pitch low and away. Big swing and a miss for your third baseman here, Ryan Wardlaw. Another ball out of the zone. 3-1 count for the third baseman.
One out here for the Lions. Kind of the same thing that we've been talking about all game. Still pound the zone. There is one out with the Paxton sack bunt, and if you can get the ball in play, turn 2, it'll be huge.
I was going to get away and walk Wardlaw. We've got bases loaded, one out for Nate Wall. A chance for Nate to come up big for the Razorbacks here.
0 for 2 on the night. Puts him in perfect position to get himself a good hit whenever it matters the most.
But like you just said, with 2 outs, that gives a chance for the Lion to get a ground ball here and get out of this inning. No harm done.
Any bases open, turn 2 wherever you can.
First pitch blows by. Nate Wall there, strike number 1. Lion putting a little bit extra behind that one.
Looked like you ramped it up there against Wall and wants to get out of this inning unscathed.
Bases loaded, 1 out. Just a 1-run ball game right here. That breaking ball just gets away from Lyon.
And if Lyon's able to get out of this inning without allowing a run, that's huge for the momentum of this Lions offense, getting to come back up to plate and add to their lead.
There's going to be a pop-up. Infield fly. Is that a thing in high school?
I don't believe it is.
Did they get him?
I believe he called him safe.
We're going to have another discussion here. Not sure what the discussion would be.
They're going to call him safe. I don't believe the infield fly rule is a thing in high school.
It can't be, or else this wouldn't even be a question. But also, I don't know what the coach is arguing if it's not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He can't be arguing the tag at third.
I wonder if they're arguing that he didn't even tag from the base whenever he started running, and that he touched the base in general. Because if he didn't tag and Horatio touches the bag, then that would be a force out. They're still going to call him safe. Nick, you seem perplexed.
I am kind of confused right now of what just happened, Dodie. I'm not going to lie to you. We've got bases loaded here.
I don't know. Bases loaded, too. Alex Trumbull up to bat. Opportunity for the 5-hole here for Arkansas to get in a run.
Big position right here for Trumbull. Great hit right there by Trumbull. That's going to score two. Here comes Ty Wade around third. Infante Garcia scores. Ty Wade scores. We've got a tie ball game here. We've got a one-run ball game here. Arkansas high on top.
Great hit there by Trumbull.
Got something down in the zone that he was able to put a barrel on. Didn't try to knock it out of the park. Just something good. A great single right over the head of the shortstop.
Just doing what you got to do there. Not trying to get too much, but just putting the ball in play and getting 2 runs on the board to help your team out there and get yourself the lead.
Going to have a mound visit here from Horatio. Big hit, a lot of run scoring, a lot of crowd noise right here. Just go out and settle your young pitcher down here. A lot of ball game left. Still got 2 outs on the board. Runners on first and second. Get you a ground ball or strikeout and get out of here. And let's go hit it a little bit. Only down 1 run. It's kind of like Arkansas High was. They're kind of in that damage control zone right here. Don't want to let this thing snowball on you and end up being a 4 or 5 run inning.
Lee Smith back up to the plate now. Takes first strike.
First pitch strike. And I always like to see that after a mound visit.
I think it's smart. Well, I say that. I kind of think of the opposite now. They come out and talk to you like, hey, you better throw strikes. And then he throws a strike. You're kind of expecting that.
Another great pitch right there from Lyon. That pitch just kept running. Started on the inside of the plate and just kept running.
That's what you like to see in the game of baseball. Lots of run, lots of spin. Movement is a huge thing for pitchers nowadays. The more movement that you can have on a ball, the better.
Robin's going to get away from him. Runners are going to move up. So now we've got runners on second and third. 2 outs. Lee Smith steps into the box. That pitch misses low and in.
Good take there from Smith. Evens the count at 2.
Big spot right here for Smith and Lyon. Lyon trying to get out of the inning. Smith trying to extend the inning for Arkansas.
Put himself in a good position here. Put the team in a good position here with runners on both in scoring position. Good take again.
It's going to get away from Lyon. Going to make the count full here. Great job right there by Grayson Wright, keeping that ball in front.
I don't hate the idea of a intentional ball here if you kind of think about it. Kind of get your man on first, get you a new count, fresh start. And there
it is. I like the pitch call. Not going to just give you one.
Yeah.
That brings up Jackson Shipp, the first baseman with bases loaded. 2 outs here.
Now again, every base is open to tag and fresh count. Let's start over again. I don't hate the call of kind of going for ball 4 there.
Oh yeah, you don't want to throw one right down the middle there and give up a 2-run single. There we go. Lyon getting ahead again here. 0-1 to Jackson Shipp.
Good block there by Wright.
Yeah, Grayson Wright playing a great game behind the plate. Few balls have gotten back to the backstop, but only one wild pitch score.
Mm-hmm. An impressive block there to not allow any wild pitch score there.
One pitch on the way. It's going to be fouled straight back. Strike 2 for Jackson Shipp. Another foul ball.
Get a bat here before I ship. Oh, goodness.
You all right?
I'm not used to this.
Yeah, sometimes these games go on and
hanging around with a pro vet like Nick the Voice Reed, kind of got to get used to it.
Oh, I guess you have a different meaning for pro than I do.
More experienced.
There we go. I'll take that. Great pitch right there from Lyon. Misses just outside. Making the count 2-2.
As soon as I saw that pollen on my car this morning, I knew that it was going to be a rough day and a rough spring season. I'm not looking forward to it.
I didn't even think about that, but that explains why my vehicle was so dirty. I told Cam earlier, I was like, my car's so dirty today. Making this count full. Got another full count right here.
If you're lying, you got to settle down here. You're up 0-2, 1-2. You got to take advantage of where you were. Not get too excited with it and give up unnecessary runs.
Definitely want to get this ball in play right here and just see where the chips fall. You don't want to give them a run on a free walk. And that's what I'm saying right there. Great hit by Sip. That's going to score 2 for the Razorbacks. As they extend their lead. Jackson Ship able to sit 3-2 you. He's got to come to you with the bases loaded. He just sits back on that one and lets it rip. We're going to have another mound visit for Horatio. They're going to bring in the center fielder, Trey Smith, to pitch. That's going to be the last pitch we see from the sophomore pitcher, Kason Lyon. He's going to slide back over to first base. Or no, he's going to slide back out to left. Your left fielder is going to slide over to center.
All right, so say that for me again, Nick. Smith is coming in to pitch.
Yes, Trey Smith, your center fielder, is coming in to pitch.
And then Davis is going over to center, and then Lyons going up to left.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
Beautiful. Getting it all figured out here.
Trey Smith's got to take his wrist tape off. You cannot pitch with the white wrist tape on. It's a distraction to the hitter, though.
There's so many rules about it. One of my favorite people to hear talk about it whenever facing opposing pitchers is Coach Watson out at Texas High. He notices the slightest thing going on, and he's like, he'll pull out the rule book on you. He'll be like, hey, you can't wear that.
Yeah, there's a lot of rules. I know we've seen the white glove already this year one time. What else have we seen? We've seen the white glove. We've seen the shiny batter. It didn't get called, but there was a lot of complaints about it. There was a batter with the shiny elbow guard and the shiny shin guard.
And you can't, if you're a pitcher, you can't wear a game card on your arm
true.
or anything too. You
also can't wear it on your belt anymore.
You have to. Which, I mean, if you're a pitcher, honestly, I think just relying on your catcher to have you call in signs is perfectly fine. I can understand it with softball. But
why can't you have it on your belt?
I think it's the same thing.
You ever get a ruling behind a distraction?
I would say the same thing probably.
But no one can have it on their belt, not just the pitcher. And no one can wear it on their belt.
I feel like batters can't they?
Nope.
Really?
Not anymore.
Is that? Oh, that might just be at this level because I feel like I see college players do it a lot. I don't know.
Yeah, it was a eye-opening experience for
I'm
me.
not
I've
Coach
heard a few new rules this year. And you got to see it live. Oh, I like that right there. It's a good thing about having this live cam. I just got to answer right there. It's not a part of the uniform, so you can't have it on your belt.
I mean, that makes sense.
Makes a lot of sense. I like it. I think that's probably the best place for it. I think it speeds the game up way more than pulling it out of your back pocket 20 times a game. But I understand. Stepping into the batter's box after the pitching change, he's going to be your second baseman, Cash Brooks. And again on the bump.
Whoopsies.
With your center fielder, Trey Smith. His first pitch misses inside. Lee Smith wanted to move up on that ball, but it bounces toward third base.
And right now we're in the 8-hole. It means Infante Garcia is on deck. That would be the returning to the top of the lineup for this inning. Or where we started, I should say.
Going to have a ground ball to the third baseman here. He's going to be able to just walk over and touch it. That's going to get Horatio out of the inning. Not before Arkansas High explodes and gets a 3-run lead in that bottom half. While they take a break, we're going to take one with them. We'll be right back here on Game Day. And we're back for the top of the 5th inning. Right after Arkansas High busted open this thing and took a 3-run lead. They tried to run the score up through the roof in that inning. Speaking of that, we've got Tony Langford Roofing as the sponsor of this inning. Y'all guys get over and see Tony Langford and let him know Texarkana Game Day sent you. Also let him know how much you appreciate him sponsoring and supporting these local athletes. Everybody knows how much Tony Langford loves baseball in the Texarkana area. So definitely get over to Tony Langford Roofing and let him know how much y'all appreciate it.
Quality through the roof over there at Tony Langford Roofing.
Quality is definitely through the roof. Infante Garcia back up on the bump for the Razorbacks in this inning. He gets the first pitch strike to Scarborough. He fouls that one way back off into the parking lot, almost hitting Cam's truck.
He might have to get a shot for a new GMC Sierra, Greg Gore.
Great pitch right there, falling in, just barely missing outside for Infante Garcia. And there he goes again, right back in there for another strike. 1-2 is your count.
Pretty pitch there by Infante Garcia.
It's a shortstop right here, Scarborough. He's had a great night tonight.
Yeah, 1 for 1 on the night.
There's another hit. Going to go out to Nate Wall and right. He's going to make quick work of that. Out number 1 for the Razorbacks. Scarborough made some great plays out in the field tonight. 1 for 1 with a huge hit. Scoring a couple, I think. I could be wrong. I don't have all that crazy technology like Doty. I just go by the eyes.
It's too much for me sometimes. It's like I'm trying to do all this right now, and it's too much.
Your now pitcher, Trey Smith's at the plate as he takes ball 1. Infante Garcia comes back right in there for strike number 1. Ties the count up 1-1. Infante Garcia seems like he's one of those guys that gets stronger as the game goes on as well.
Absolutely. I mean, just seems like he keeps improving as the game goes along.
That pitch barely missing. Infante Garcia smiling up on the mound.
Seen him do it a couple times now whenever he feels like he didn't get a call that he thought it was.
Comes back inside. That's when misses.
Be a 3-1 count for Infante Garcia. Trey Smith up at the plate.
Garcia misses high. He's going to walk Smith. It's going to be runner on first. Nobody out here for the Razorbacks. Garcia just pointed to Ty Wade, telling him to get ready. It looks like he's won the ground ball. Double play here.
It's not a bad idea.
Brings up Case Davis, your first baseman for Horatio. Ball 1. Infante Garcia's got to settle down, pitch with the lead right here. Foul ball over to the softball field for strike 1.
64 pitches so far from Infante Garcia through 3 innings pitched. Done a pretty good job so far to come in and make good work of this Horatio offense.
Another ball there for Infante Garcia. I like the way that Trumbull bounces around back there behind the dish.
He's got a really good pop time on him, able to get the runner back over to first and limit things. Another 3-1 count now for Infante Garcia.
Garcia going to want to get back in here and there he will. Strike 2. Full count here. And that one's going to get away from him as well. Runners on first and second. Nobody out here for the Razorbacks. We're going to see Coach Wilson take another mound visit. Fonte Garcia, 68 pitches now. Great pitch count for an opening day. Great innings pitched by him. I don't know if we'll still see him here. He may finish out this ball game for the Razorbacks. But great day so far. Came into a tough situation. Having to come in and go straight to the stretch is never ideal for a pitcher. But he comes in, has to go from the stretch, and battle back, and has made quick work of it. He's got 6 strikeouts, I believe now, or 5.
Something like that. I mean, no matter what, I mean, it's he has 5 still.
5 strikeouts.
But, I mean, to think about how he came into this game, he came in with the bases loaded with 2 outs and ended up giving up 2 runs at that point. But, I mean, he's come in and done pretty well in the 3 innings pitch that he's been on the mound.
Exactly. He's got 2 men on right here off 2 walks, but he's got Tucker Emerson at the plate right here. I'm going to want to get him to hit into a ground ball if he can. That one's going to go to the backstop. Runners will advance. We've got runners on second and third. Nobody out here for Infante Garcia.
And that does hurt now because you no longer have a force out anywhere, and you're not allowed to turn a double play, and so that'll kind of make it a little bit harder on Infante Garcia.
Exactly. I still like to see him challenge his batters and go straight at them. Your defense hasn't let you down yet. And there he is coming in the zone. Strike 1.
And he is doing all this at the heart of the lineup right now. Emerson's batting in the 4 hole. So if he's able to get out of this, it's going to be very impressive.
There he is. And that's what I'm talking about. How it seems like he's getting stronger. I know he likes to throw his off-speed stuff, but his fastball is nice.
Can't be upset with old reliable and the good old fastball whenever you're able to kind of throw it right by your batter.
And there it is, strike number 3 as he strikes out the 4 hole. Tucker Emerson.
Beautiful pitch there.
That's going to bring up your original starting pitcher and Braden Scarborough to the plate. Tucker Emerson is committed to Arkansas State 3 Rivers, a new JUCO in Malvern starting next year. So he's going to be one of the first members of that ball team coming out of Horatio. Going to have a ground ball to the third baseman here. Throw it across the diamond. That's going to be out number 3. As Infante Garcia is able to get out of that inning unscathed. As they take a small break, we're going to take one with them. We'll be right back here on Game Day.
We are excited to announce here at Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital that we have expanded our capabilities to better serve our community. As a hospital, we have the capability for inpatient services. After your outstanding emergency care, we can smoothly transition you into one of our new inpatient rooms that have telemetry monitors in every room to continue your concierge medicine care. While our patients continue receiving their care in their inpatient suites, we also make sure that your loved ones are taken care of with our outstanding facilities. Our added services include a procedure room and also the capability of MRIs. With our imaging, we are able to offer outpatient, inpatient, and emergency room, MRI, CT, ultrasound, and X-ray. We are honored by your support and look forward to serving all your future medical needs.
And we're back for the bottom half of the 5th inning. Arkansas High is going to try to stack up a couple more runs on top of this 3-run lead they have right here. This half inning brought to you by Diamond Bank. Get over and see the Tiger King, Billy Lavender, if you need some help. I heard he's giving away money over there. Yeah, so get on over to Diamond Bank and tell them Texarkana Game Day sent you. Also thank them for supporting these local athletes and supporting Texarkana Game Day and helping us get these streams out to you guys so you can watch it from the comfort of your home. 3-1 ball game, 7-4. Arkansas High on top here. We've got Infante Garcia at the plate. He also started off the last inning at the plate for the Razorbacks as well.
He did after a big inning from the Razorbacks in the fourth. Look to kind of repeat that as Infante Garcia leads off again. He walked last at bat and provide more opportunity for Luke Paxton and Ty Wade and others to get him going some more.
First pitch, he sends it right back up the middle. And that's going to be a single for Jonathan Infante Garcia. First pitch of the inning. He hits it right out in the center field. Runner on first, no outs for Luke Paxton. Not a bad spot for him to put it on the ground again here, although the defense seems more ready for it this time.
They seem more ready, but I mean,
still on the shift.
Still a little bit in the shift. They're just going to walk you. Producer Cam over here asking Ty why he has the bat.
He may not need it, especially if runners are on when he comes up to bat.
Probably should have saved the home run ball. I mean,
may not get to see him hit again.
Exactly. You home run first at bat, they're going to walk you every time, it seems like.
That ball up in the zone. Two-0 count for Luke Paxton. Gonna have another one miss low, making the count 3-0. Pitch on the way. And that's going to be ball 4. Luke Paxton upset about the walk. He wanted to hit there. Nonetheless, runners on first and second for Ty Wade, and they're going to let him hit here.
This is a little bit of a tougher position to intentionally walk him. I mean,
yeah, you don't want bases loaded, nobody out. Down 3.
That would put him in a tough position. Now, a 3-run home run would also put them in a tough position, but it's a different story.
The chances of that happening are so slim that I would pitch to him. But we'll see. We're going to see what happens here.
Ty Wade, 1 for 1 on the night. The home run. 2 intentional walks.
Ball low, making the count 1-0. I don't think you want him sitting 3-0 here either.
That's fair, too.
Got a little shift action going on in center here. There goes another one. He gets a hold of that one. I don't know if it's out of here, but it's deep. It's caught at the wall. We're going to have Infante Garcia tag as well as Luke Paxton. And they're both safe. Runners on second and third, 1 out on the sac fly from Ty Wade. When he swung it, I'm pretty sure everybody in this park thought that was out of here.
Nah, it looked like it for sure.
Great swing and great bat on the ball there for Ty Wade. Nonetheless, it's 1 out. Runners on second and third. And that's going to bring up Ryan Wardlaw, your third baseman. With Luke Paxton standing on second base, anything outside of the infield, you've got to think they're scoring 2 here.
Oh, for sure. With the speed of Infante Garcia and Paxton, they have the potential with both of them being in scoring position.
Wardlaw at the plate with the infield in. He can get a Texas leaguer. I know we're in Arkansas. I still have to call it a Texas leaguer, though, and just bloop it over the infield here and get 2 RBIs on the season. That ball misses outside. 2-0 for Ryan Wardlaw.
Shout out Wright again for making a big defensive stop there at the catcher position. He's did a great job protecting all night.
That one's going to miss up and away. 3-0. 1 base open. You don't want to just give them anything clobber here. And there he is. He's going to walk him. Bases loaded for Nate Wall for the 2nd time in a row. That was an infield fly last time, though. That's why I was so confused, because they never said anything, but nobody scored, but they were, and the bases were still loaded. So I was just stuck in awe. First pitch, strike 1. That breaking ball misses low. One pitch on the way. Nate Wall puts a swing on it and fouls it straight back to the backstop, making the count 1-2. Nate's going to hit a ground ball to short. And he misplays it. It's going to get through. That's going to score another one. Luke Paxton's going to come in and score as well. And Arkansas High tacks on 2 more to their lead. And a 2 RBI single from Nate Wall. Going to bring up your catcher, Scott Trumbull. 5-run lead now for the Razorbacks. Trumbull goes down low trying to get one. Strike 1.
Two runners on, 1 out for Trumbull. 2 for 2 on the night. Take advantage of it where you can.
Ball high out of the zone. One count. I want to give a shout out to our behind the plate cameraman Donovan Brown tonight. He gets he gets almost more camera time than the pitchers. That ball misses low and in. 2-1 count for Trumbull now. Trumbull with a chance to put an RBI in his back pocket for the season. Going to have a back pick. It's going to go through the center field. We're going to have runners move it up here. Wall moves to second. And Wardlaw moves to third. Just one out here. 2 runners in scoring position now for Trumbull. That misses high as well. 3-1 here. Great spot for Trumbull. Got to be looking for something right in the cup right here. That's going to miss outside as well. Ball 4 for Scott Trumbull. As he takes first base, that brings up Lee Smith. Bases loaded, 1 out.
Big opportunity here for Smith with 1 out. Smith now at 22 pitches on the night through 2 outs of play.
Ball 1, high and outside. We got a little Smith versus Smith action going on right here.
We do.
Trey Smith on the mound and Lee Smith at the plate.
I wasn't even thinking about that, Nick.
You know, got to be a little simple-minded sometimes.
Situational awareness. My favorite is whenever Mount Pleasant plays Texas High. It's the Battle of the Tigers.
I kind of figured you'd say something like that.
I wonder who's going to win. Oh, I think it's going to be the Tigers. Ha ha, get it.
Strike 1.
That was a dad joke. I apologize.
I see it. I see it. I see it. 1-1 is your count. That ball misses low and away, making it 2-1. That ball misses also. 3-1 count for Lee Smith. Got the corners playing in. Three-one pitch on the way here. It falls in for a strike on a swing and miss by Lee Smith. Full count here. Big pitch for Trey Smith. And it's foul straight back.
That was way too close.
Moms running away with their babies. Never a great sight to turn around and see. We're still full here as Lee Smith has a chance to pick up a couple of RBIs himself.
Full count, 1 out. Bottom of the 5th.
That's going to be high and away, and it's going to walk in a run for the Razorbacks, and that's going to bring up Jackson Ship. We're going to have a pitch change for Horatio here. Trey Smith's going to come out of the game. That's the last pitch we'll see from him. And they're going to bring in right fielder, which I'm not sure who the right fielder actually is right now.
Williamson.
Riley Williams started out in right. Is he back in right? Is that him?
He's been in right the entire time.
Thought we had a little switch up out there. Maybe not.
All right, so now
He's got to take off his wrist wear.
all right, now I got to figure out what Smith's going to do.
Let's see. I'll let you know. He looks like he's going back to his rightful spot in center. We've got Lyon going over to right, and we've got
Davis going.
going over to left.
These boys. Confusing me.
So Case Davis started off the game at first, moved to left, then faced center, and now going back to the left. And I've got word that he's the best pitcher on this ball team. So he can. He's like the Swiss Army knife of this of this Horatio ball club.
Utility, if you will. So they're putting Lyon in center and Davis in left?
Yes. No. Lyon is in right now.
Lyon's in right. Smith is in
center.
Davis in left.
Yes, sir. And we've got number 9, Riley Williams, on the bump. But I think Coach Engstrom kind of got his wish tonight as far as the lineup for the Hogs. They've hit pretty well through this lineup. Had some great at bats. Taking some pitchers into deep counts. This is the third arm we're seeing tonight. So I think they've done their jobs.
Williamson, yeah.
I don't know why I keep doing that. But yeah, Williamson. Sorry for messing up. Sorry for messing up your name, Mr. and Mrs. Williamson.
I get it.
If you're watching the game tonight, or if you're here and you go back and watch it, I apologize.
Donovan is tomfoolery, like always.
We want to give a special shout out to the cameraman tonight. It's getting a little chilly out here. They're both wearing shorts and short sleeves. I see their arms crossed over there. Didn't bring the jacket like me, wearing my Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital pullover.
Shout out.
Shout out. Day 1 sponsor, Texarkana Game Day.
Nick, I have a question. I don't know if you know this or not. Does Arkansas have a run rule?
That is a good question. I do not know that.
Commenters, does Arkansas high school baseball have a run rule?
With them having a mercy in football, I believe they would definitely have.
Texas Brown Bowl, yeah.
Due to the mercy rule in football, I'm sure they do have some type of run rule in baseball. But we're here in the 5th, bottom of it. So only 2 more innings to go. I bet it's probably 10. I mean, that's just the standard baseball. If I had to put a number out there.
Yeah, I don't know if there was a certain point after a certain amount of innings. There is some people in the bullpen as well down there.
We've got Jackson Ship who gets all of that ball. That's going to be deep, but chased down by Trey Smith. We're going to have a runner tag. It's going to be Nate Wall from third, so Arkansas High is going to put another run on the board. Great swing of the bat right there by your first baseman, Jackson Ship, driving in a run. But also 1 pitch, 1 out for your new pitcher, Riley Williamson. That brings up second baseman Cash Brooks to the plate. Pitch number 2 from Williamson right here. It's a strike as well. That ball down in the zone. Grayson Wright doing a great job keeping it in front again. Probably would have liked to glove that one, but nonetheless kept it in front.
Kept it in front. No runners advance. A good block nonetheless.
We're going to have one go right back up the box. Second baseman Tucker Emerson standing right there to touch the bag for out number 3. But not before Arkansas High gets on the board a few more times. As they take a little break, we're going to take one with them. We'll be right back here on Game Day.
Life is busy, and we get it. The State Bank mobile app was designed to make banking more convenient for you. Check account activity, make transfers, pay bills, and manage your debit card in a snap. You can deposit checks from the convenience of your home or wherever life lands you. The State Bank app lets you organize your accounts, manage alerts, and easily email our customer service experts. Now that you have State Bank at your fingertips, you can spend more time doing what's important to you.
Your family, your bank, State Bank.
And we're back for the top half of the 6th inning. Arkansas High puts up a few more runs on the board on a few hits and a couple of walks. We've got a new arm on the mound for the Hogs in this inning. It's going to be your former first baseman, Jackson Shipp. Shipp coming in with a sizable lead here. I know we've already said this a million times on this stream, but he's just got to throw strikes. You're pitching with a big lead. You don't want to put runners on and give them a chance to get any momentum back in this ball game. And the quicker the inning, the better for Arkansas High right here.
All right, so I got kind of the breakdown for you of the fielding changes. All right, Shipp comes over to pitch. Wardlaw, who is at third, comes over to first. Nate Wall, who is in right, comes over to third. And then Infante Garcia goes out to right.
All right.
I got it. I paid attention.
I like it. I like
the
it.
full thing that time.
Can't get too much past 30.
I tried to pay. I can see their numbers, so I mean that helps.
Leading off the inning for Horatio, looks like it's going to be their third baseman, Rylan Pickett. Infante Garcia really getting or giving the pen a little break here by able to extend his time up on the mound while he was in this ball game.
Absolutely. I think he pitched more than double what we thought that he was going to pitch coming into this game. And so for him to do what he did was huge for this Razorbacks pitching staff.
Most definitely. Jackson Shipp comes in and gets a first pitch strike. Breaking ball misses just outside. A lot of movement there for Shipp.
And I think they bring in Shipp now to kind of what they hope to close for him and limit the amount of pitches that they have to use tonight.
Shipp trying to get back in the zone right there. Missing just outside. Comes back in for a strike, even in the count at 2. Two pitch. And he gets him swinging on the breaking ball. Strikeout number 1 for Jackson Shipp. One out, nobody on for the Razorbacks. And that brings up Grayson Wright, the catcher. And he watches first pitch strike. Shipp doing what you want a closer to do, and that's come in and fill it up.
Yeah, first pitch strike to both at batters is a good way to start an at bat.
Exactly. Even his misses here are all right outside the zone.
Mm-hmm.
Great pitch there.
He seems to have excellent control of his pitches so far.
1-2 count. Jackson Shipp sitting in good shape right here. Goes upstairs. Ball 2. Another breaking ball just outside the zone. Full count here. Got a high fly ball. It's going to be a tough catch for the first baseman here. He moves over and lets the second baseman get it. Probably his ball to begin with. Nonetheless, 2 outs for Jackson Shipp and the Razorbacks.
Good teamwork there by the Razorbacks. Calling for the ball and make sure there's not any interference between the two of them, and gets out to the second baseman.
Exactly, and with Wardlaw being your third baseman, you know he's got pretty good ball skill and a good eye to know when you just can't catch it. Mm-hmm. And that's what happened right there. He literally yelled out, "I don't have it," and the second baseman came over and caught it. I like that. I like the communication. First pitch just outside. Ball 1 to Casey Lyon here. Shipp comes back across with a strike right there. 1-1 count here. 2 outs, nobody on. Swing and strike. Number 2 for Shipp. 2-2 count here. Looking to get out of the inning. And he will. Strike 3. Jackson Shipp goes 1, 2, 3 and gets out of the inning quickly. And as they take a break, we're going to take one with them. We'll be right back here on Game Day. And we're back for the bottom half of the 6th inning. Or 5th inning. Are we in the 5th or the 6th? Though?
We're in the bottom of the 6th.
Bottom of the 6th. Seems like the game just started.
It's flown by.
We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. And this bottom half of the inning is brought to you by Kelly Ashbrook State Farm. Get over to see Kelly Ashbrook and let her know that Texarkana Game Day sent you. Also let her know how thankful you are that she's supporting these local athletes and helping us get these streams out here to you guys. But we got to talk about that last half inning. Jackson Shipp moves over from first base to the pitcher's mound and goes 1, 2, 3 in an impressive half inning, if you ask me.
Yeah, great setup man / closer to come in, get 1, 2, 3. He had tremendous control of his pitches. I think he threw 17 in that inning, which is probably a little more than I expected, but still, he had an incredible showing. We kind of alluded to it during the break, but Arkansas High has a really nice staff on them.
Oh, yeah. So far, they're showing that their pitching staff's going to be a staff to get out of a few ball games with the W. Nonetheless, we've got Jonathan Infante Garcia at the plate again to lead off an inning.
And I'm curious if Arkansas High didn't even start their best starter today with district starting tomorrow.
Exactly. So we've got to see who else is in the mound. They Infante Garcia, a strong arm, goes 60 whatever pitches it was. We know we're probably not going to see him tomorrow. Mm-hmm. So you got to think if that's what they have to offer on day one with the conference game tomorrow, who's going to be on the bump in that outing?
Yeah, so far it seems like kind of anybody can kind of fill in that role, and this coaching staff has done a great job of having all these guys be utility guys and kind of play in wherever they can.
Exactly. We saw Nate Wall stay under 30 pitches, so probably see him tomorrow, if not Friday. Infante Garcia just got a pretty good piece of that foul ball. That ball bounces in front of the plate. Ball 1. 1-2 count now for Infante Garcia.
Here.
One-two pitch on the way. Infante Garcia swings right through it. That's going to be strikeout number 1 for Riley Williamson. And 1 out for the Lions. That's going to bring up your leadoff batter, Luke Paxton, to the plate. Got a huge shift on here. It's kind of crazy seeing the shift in high school because most pitchers don't have exact control of the pitchers. What happens if he throws a outside fastball to Luke Paxton right here?
Yeah, and how do you know this much about Luke Paxton already? One game in the season to be able to force a shift that much. I mean, you got 3 guys on the right side of second base. He hits it a little bit oppo, and I mean,
he's running for days here in this ballpark.
That's either third or home with his speed.
Coach Wilson would like to see nothing more than Luke Paxton coming around second base with the ball bouncing in the left field corner.
He will not complain about that, that's for sure.
And these pitches are outside pitches, so I'm kind of confused on the shift here. But that's why I'm sitting in the booth, and there's other guys out there wearing uniforms.
And this is a righty-lefty matchup, so this is in favor of Luke anyway. So I don't know.
We'll see what happens here. We'll see how the ball falls, I guess. Luke waiting a little extra there, trying to get it out to left field. Strike 1.
And that is a big reason for the shift, is to kind of get in your head and force the batter to hit it away from them. And so, as we saw Luke try to do there.
There he is, laying down third baseline. He's going to be safe, no question there. And there's your infield single for Luke Paxton. It's going to bring up Ty Wade to the plate. Yeah, the shift against a guy like Luke Paxton is going to be hard when he can easily lay down the third base bunt.
Yeah.
This brings up Ty Wade, runner on first. 1 out. Shout out to the first base coach as well, Cody Engstrom over there. Played a lot of baseball in this town against him.
There's 2 things to watch for now. Ty Wade, of course, at the plate, but also Luke Paxton's speed on the bases. And see how he kind of gets in the pitcher's head as well.
He's going to easily get to second here.
Just jogging over there.
Possibly could have got to third, but yes, like you said, he is jogging there. Luke Paxton standing on second. Anything in the outfield is going to be an RBI. We've got another shift here. Center fielder playing almost in left. Left fielder up against the wall, literally.
Yeah, and so far
And that was going to get away from the dish as well. Luke Paxton on the third base here. Rounds it.
And so far from the two at-bats that Ty has got to hit, that's kind of where we've seen him hit, was one over the left field fence and then one into the kind of left center gap.
Yeah.
But the center fielder was able to get to it. So that shift kind of does make a little bit more sense.
2-0 count. Ty Wade here. Going to make that 3-0. You think Ty Wade has the green light on 3-0?
Probably. I mean,
He said probably.
it's Ty Wade, but at the same time, you can't lose the fundamentals in baseball at the same time. There you go.
That's not the one he wanted there. A little outside corner action. Great pitch right there from Williamson.
Fundamentals. Even Ty Wade, a top 300 MLB prospect, is taking 3-0 counts.
Got to take 3-0. That's going to be ball 4. Runners on first and third, 1 out for the Horatio Lions. That's going to bring up your third baseman, Ryan Wardlaw. Ty Wade with a few stolen bases last year as well. May see him pick up one right here.
Yeah, I forgot what I saw earlier whenever I was looking at his stats.
I want to say 9 stolen bases last year.
That sounded right. And I know he had 100% stolen base.
And there he is. They're going to throw at him. He's safe, and Luke Paxton's going to have a play at the plate. And he's out. High slide. Took a tag to the chest. Probably wanted to slide head first and outside there if you're Paxton. Great play as well by Tucker Emerson coming up and taking that throw on the grass, not trying to get Ty Wade at second base. Well, that makes a man on second, 2 outs for Horatio. Another one to the dirt. Really good play right there by Tucker Emerson. That was a heads-up play right there, stopping that, cutting that ball short, coming down to second.
Yeah, he saw the planned double steal there and got the more important one at the plate.
Wardlaw gets a piece of it. That's going to float out to left with him playing so deep. That's going to land. That's going to be an RBI double for Wardlaw. Arkansas High picks up another run there. Pushes their run total to 12. And that brings up your starting pitcher for the night, Nate Wall. First pitch high and away.
Another fun thing about the Razorbacks, 3 W's in a row. We got Ty Wade, Wardlaw, and then Nate Wall.
Okay. I see you trying to get it. I see you trying to get like me a little bit, Dodie. Nate Wall swings through that one. Strike one. One pitch on the way. Nate Wall's going to flare that one to second. Tucker Emerson puts it away for the third out of the inning. But not before Arkansas High tacks on another run, pushing their run total to 12. As they take a small break, we're going to take one with them. We'll be right back here on Game Day.
We are excited to announce here at Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital that we have expanded our capabilities to better serve our community. As a hospital, we have the capability for inpatient services. After your outstanding emergency care, we can smoothly transition you into one of our new inpatient rooms that have telemetry monitors in every room to continue your concierge medicine care. While our patients continue receiving their care in their inpatient suites, we also make sure that your loved ones are taken care of with our outstanding facilities. Our added services include a procedure room and also the capability of MRIs. With our imaging, we are able to offer outpatient, inpatient, and emergency room, MRI, CT, ultrasound, and X-ray. We are honored by your support and look forward to serving all your future medical needs.
And we are back for the top half of the 7th inning, where the Razorbacks have busted this thing open 12-4 over top of the Horatio Lions. This top half of the inning brought to you by Browning Homes. Make sure you get over to Browning Homes. Let them know you appreciate them supporting these young athletes and helping us get this broadcast out. This inning also brought to you by Livewire Electric, another sponsor of Texarkana Game Day. Make sure you let them know that you appreciate their sponsorship as well and their support of these athletes in Texarkana. Arkansas with a chance to close the game out right here with the guy who we're labeling the closer of this Arkansas High pitching staff, and that is Jackson Shipp, coming in 1-2-3 in the last inning. Looking to do the same here.
Yeah, 16 pitches thrown last inning, came in and delivered a great inning for the Razorbacks, and he'll look to continue it as he faces the 9-1-2 in the lineup and carry out and get the save here tonight.
Exactly. One of the hardest outs to get is the opposing team's pitcher, and that's the guy leading off the inning right here, Riley Williamson. Big lead right here for the Razorbacks. If you're Jackson Shipp, you're the biggest thing on your mind right here is just throw strikes. And he starts it off with first pitch strike.
Continuing where he started the last inning with a first pitch strike to the batter.
Holds that one a little too tight, maybe even slipped off the mound there. Definitely not something Coach Wilson wants to see from the dugout. Is his one of his pitchers limping off the mound.
Yeah, not a fun thing, but like we kind of talked about early in the game is kind of the rain that we've experienced over the weekend, and that mound could be a little slippery the more that it's been used here tonight.
Well, Shipp takes the bump again. That one getting away from him as well. 2-1, your new count here. Was that little tweak may have got him out of rhythm as he's staring at the dirt on the mound. Ball 3, moving the count to 3-1 here. Shipp tries to get back in there, but he won't. Ball outside, ball 4. Puts Williamson on first base, and I told you that opposing pitcher is always the hardest out.
It is because he knows that zone better than anybody. He was able to see it last time, and he
draws a walk. Bryson Scarborough comes up to the plate. Leadoff hitter for the Lions. He hits one hard at Wall, who catches it. Going to get a double play over at first. Great play right there by Nate Wall over. They call it the hot corner for a reason, Doty. Also, smart move, realizing you had a runner caught halfway in between first and second there to get the double play. And your pitcher comes back and gets his first pitch strike against Trey Smith, the left-handed center fielder. Strike 2. Jackson Ship's going to want to try to end this thing on a strikeout, Doty.
Come in and kind of finish where he started. 3 up, 3 down, and have a great outing so far for the Razorbacks.
Ooh, good pitch there. Great job by Trey Smith fighting that breaking ball off.
Kind of put an exclamation point here on this game for the Razorbacks.
Strikeout here will definitely put the cherry on top for this pitching staff. And he's going to get it. Strikeout. We're going to have a throw down to first, and that's going to be your ball game. Arkansas High takes it 12-4 in a great opening day ball game here on the Arkansas side. Horatio came out and played hard as well, jumping up on top at one point in this game and making Arkansas High really fight back. Some young pitchers came in for Horatio. Saw a lot of pitchers come in, or saw 3 pitchers come in for Arkansas High. All pitched really well today. And as for myself, Nick Reed, got Zach Doty here with me in the booth, Cam Sullivan behind the camera, Donovan Brown and Andrew working the cameras tonight. Until next time, we are Texarkana Game Day.
Yes, sir.